Coming up, we take our PEDEGO e-bikes out to Aspen, Colorado. That's coming up right now. We started our PEDEGO journey at the Maroon bells. That's the iconic shot that everyone strives to get. We started at the parking garage and rode the 8-mile road straight up. This was our return to the garage after our 8 miles up and 8 miles back. But then my wife had a great idea to save $20. So the next 3 times that we went up, we would park inside the park and then drive down and then back up and save the money. The parking garage was virtually empty when we got there in the morning, about 6:30, and then of course it filled up. But more on how to get into the park early later. And just 2 miles up the road from the parking garage, you come to this little area where they have animals. They have horses, goats, llamas, emus, and Jeannie got to feed some of her new friends. Then on to higher elevations. The higher you get into the park, the more beautiful it unfolds. And as you're going up the whole way, the White River is on your left. And you can see it and hear it almost all the way up to the park. Okay, when you get to the ranger station, you have exactly 5 more miles to get into the park from there. Let me stop it right here for a moment and let me explain something. If you've never been to Maroon Bells, this is how it works. To limit traffic in the park and pollution, they've limited to cars to go into the park before 8 o'clock a.m. And you have to be out by 4:30 p.m. Now, in order to do that, you have to get online and get a pass for that day to get into the park. And there's also, if you want to camp there, you have to get a special pass and everything. Anyway, if you don't want to do that, you could park similar to where we parked our bikes in that area, and there's a bus that will take you into the park at 8 o'clock and bring you back down periodically. Now, if you ride your bike into the park, you don't need a pass at any time, and there's plenty of bike racks to lock up your bike. If you want to just ride up and hike around, you can do that. Then after that 5 miles into the park, we parked our bikes, locked them up, did some hiking, and took some pictures. We loved riding up to the Bells so much that we did it 3 more times that week. We're a little bit prejudiced because we love the Bells. We were there last year too, which is gorgeous, and there's so many hikes to do. In between our many trips to the Maroon Bells, we did try some of the other paths. One is on Owl Creek Road, and the other one is Bush Creek Road. And Owl Creek Road was easy for us to get to because we could get to it from our condo that we were staying in Snowmass Village, so we didn't have to locate a trailhead. It's got some nice views. In my opinion, not as nice as Maroon Bells, but it takes you, you have to cross a few streets, so you got to be careful. And it's totally paved, so you don't have to worry about anything there. Definitely recommend it if you're going to go out that way. You gotta watch out for a few of the hairpins on Owl Creek Trail. There were quite a few of those. Then we did Bush Creek Trail, which is totally different scenery. I think we did about 8 or 9 miles round trip on this. You can go farther, but you have to go on some of the main roads, which we didn't want to do. But there are so many trails. And if you're into mountain biking, there's tons of those too. I'll link some of that in my description too.